Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Or welcome if you've not been here before. So, tonight we are going to have a Murgy Straight. We're going to have an original from Four Priest Brewery Murgy Straight. Now, Andy sent me these quite a while ago. Hang on, we'll talk about that, how and why, in a minute. So, this is bottle conditioned. The first time we've bottled any beers from his brewery. This is number one. This is one of 456. Actually, it's three of 456. I was lucky enough to get three. Anyway, so we're gonna treat that like kid gloves. We're gonna pour it nice and steady. We're gonna get it in the glass, and then we're gonna have a look at the bottle and talk about it. And then we're gonna have a taste. Bear with me. So there she is in the glass. Lovely and golden and carbonated with a nice fluffy hat. The nice fluffy hat on top. Eh? I've left a bit. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have it. I'm going to let it settle again. I'm going to re-pour at the end. Not in this video, when I go and enjoy it. Okay, so I've had these a while. I sent Andy some home brews when he sort of got started on his channel before he became a Hollywood blockbuster. And he drank them on film, and he didn't forget the little boys. So, yeah, when he did his first lot of bottling, which was this, he sent me some. Bless him. God bless him. Thank you, Andy. You're a very kind man. Now, I've brewed this, crossed my loof, do a all-grain kit, sat down there in a keg, coming out at 4.7%. Is a keg of it. And I was going to leave it, and I was going to do a side-by-side. Golden Ale, 4.3. 4.3% it should have been. Now, yes, as I said, I was going to do a bit of a side-by-side. I've had this weeks, and it's been looking at it. I'm like, I can't wait. I just can't wait any longer to try it. So, I'm going to do a separate video, trying the original. Then, I might do a side-by-side, or I might just drink mine. I've got 3 bottles. Like I say, I just could not leave it any longer. So, Four Priests in Middlewich or near Middlewich. Andy, if you don't know his story, you must know his story. He's taken YouTube by storm. And has a full-time job and does this at the weekend. I think he either got some brew kit cheap or was gifted or some of it, and he's added to it. And I'll tell you what, it's taken off that. A lot of pubs got it in now. In fact, I've got several of his beers in now. So he also does Moston Dragon Bitter Cross Stout, which is an oatmeal stout. Get Lucky, an American Pale, which I think he brewed for a pub that's on the lock. Smells nice and light and fruity, but as you know, my nose is not incredible. What's it got in it? It's got Marisota and Caramalt. Hops are Citra and Talus. I love Citra. I don't think I've ever had Talus. I've definitely never brewed with Talus. So, I'm going in. I've waited far too long for this, and I don't know why. Like I say, I've got 3 bottles. No idea. Not a clue. And I've brewed it on the premise it's going to be a good beer. We know it's going to be a good beer, don't we? It wouldn't sell so many barrels. This is normally cask. He says it's normally casks this, so bottling will be interesting. Citrus. That classic, beautiful citrus flavour and aroma. streaming up your nose from them carbonation bubbles in that beautiful looking beer. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh yes. So, just a little bit of grapefruit, a bit of pininess, very low, a little bit of pininess there. Bit of grapefruit, a little bit floral. But I'll tell you what, super subtle. Super, super subtle. They talk about all well-rounded beers, don't they? And to me, that means malts and the hops just merge together to bring in one single harmonious beautifulness in a glass. And that is what I would call an all-rounded beer. A well-rounded beer, not an all-rounded. Is it an all-rounded? No, it's a well-rounded beer. I would call that a well-rounded beer. Nothing dominates anything else. A mild bit of biscuit, mild bit of toffee, but mild. All together, just comes together beautifully. Super fresh, like really fresh. Sat out in the garden on a summer's day, I could quaff a few of them, and they're a decent ABV, aren't they? So you could good that. This is probably a little bit colder than it would have been on cask, kept properly. I've had this in the fridge weeks and weeks to get it dropped out. I only needed a day, I guess, and I've had it out for about 4 hours. It's currently in here. It says 12 degrees. I still think it probably needed to get down a bit, but I'll tell you what, still. I'm pointing down at that keg, getting that all grain kit from Cross My Loof. If I've got the water, I know my pH was good. If I've got my water decent, the rest of it's the recipe. If I haven't mucked that up, that is going to be a very welcome 19 litres of this with another 2 bottles up there, look. Hey, happy days. That is stunning, stunning. I'm hoping, as a lot of people are, to get down there at some point and have as much of his beer as I can off casks or kegs or whatever they are in at the time. It's absolutely taking off. I tell you what, his beer is good, and that is going into pubs at a rocketing rate. I don't know how he has time. Works Monday to Friday. I've also obviously got to thank Elliot and Sarah. I know you see Elliot on the videos quite a lot. Sarah a bit. She tries to get out of the way a bit, but entertaining. I mean, his channel is incredible. Friends with Harry Brew. I mean, Harry's a lovely bloke, isn't he? He's been to see him a few times. If he needs some help, he shouts to him. Martin from Made from Martin. I know I've seen him delivering some grain, and they've been chatting quite a lot. I think they've met up a few times. You know, it's a community again, isn't it? That is a beautiful, beautiful, stunning beer. First time bottling. Nice work, Andy. I have spoken to him several times on direct messages. He just seems like a lovely guy. Like I said, I am hoping to get down there. I know I'm waffling now. I've got my lapel mic out again. I forgot about this. When I wander about, and I know I move a lot, it sort of gets a bit high and low with the voice, but it's here, so I can turn it. I can wander off, can't I? You can still hear me. Yeah. But I have to drop the gain a bit when I'm editing for some reason. There's a bit of a buzzing. It's only slight, but it does my head in. Bit more work, but that's fine. And I'm hoping it's working properly because I finished the video. It's a quick one. I couldn't wait anymore. As I said, absolutely not disappointed. Brilliant. I love it. Website. He sells his beer on the website as well. Bottles. I don't know if he's bottled anything else yet. Have a look. If I can, I'll leave a link below. obviously to the channel. You know, he's got loads of subscribers now. Regular content, decent, nice work, lovely chap, great beer, informative. What is there not to like? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for Priest Brewery. I appreciate you. Cheers.
Like, subscribe and hit the bell.